Good afternoon, Department of California. As your commander and as a department, we thought it was important this Memorial Day to put a little video together in honor of the sacrifices that have been made by our men and women in service over the centuries of service to this great nation.
It's me, Vanessa Phelps.
I'm Robert Graves, the Director of Operations for the Disabled American Veterans, Department of California.
Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Skoda, or better known as G.I. Joe Skoda, Commander, Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 82 in Santa Maria, California.
Hi, this is Chappie Ron Ringo.
Hi, my name is Steve Salas. I'm the SEC for District 7, which includes Santa Maria, Lompoc, Santa Barbara, Ventura, and Oxnard.
Greetings from your Junior Vice Commander.
Hi, my name is Leo McArdle.
I'm Dan Contreras, DAV National 4th Junior Vice Commander, past State Commander, and CEO Adjutant for the Department of California.
What does Memorial Day mean to me?
What does Memorial Day mean to me?
Memorial Day is, and has always been, a day of reverence and reflection for me.
Memorial Day to me means it's a time to remember the fallen and a reminder of the brave sacrifices our men and women have made for this country.
Memorial Day is important to me because as a combat veteran, I've seen what the men and women of our military have sacrificed to keep this country free.
For me, Memorial Day has always been my grandfather. He has always been the embodiment of Memorial Day for me.
It's a time we pay tribute, as you already know, to all the veterans who are forefathers behind us, to give us the freedoms that we have today.
When it comes to Memorial Day, we are honoring those who have passed on to life everlasting.
He may not have died in service, but he was a World War II Army veteran. He was a combat medic who served in England during the end of the war. And so, as you can imagine, he saw a lot of horrific injuries.
Since being in this role as the director, my understanding of Memorial Day has significantly changed. I served with heroes in Afghanistan, but currently I serve with heroes who also fired their rifles at Pearl Harbor and stormed the beaches on D-Day. Heroes that left their families to make their way through the jungles of Vietnam, and heroes who dug into the side of snowbanks to get some sleep in Korea.
Those that served in the Gulf War, Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War I, and even before that, Revolutionary War, that made a difference for us having the freedoms that we have today.
Now, I may have been too young to appreciate what he suffered and what he went through, but I do remember his poise, his bravado, his high and tight, if you will.
It's our time to appreciate and thank them for their courage to do what was asked of them so we the living are living in freedom.
So for me, Memorial Day has always been special. And like I said, he has been the embodiment of it.
Memorial Day is not a day to forget about those who came before us and the path that they made. So our lives, not just veterans, not just retirees, but our lives, the entire United States, our lives are better.
It's our time to remember those who gave full measure defending our nation and our freedom. It's our time to honor the fallen.
I understand the meaning of Memorial Day to be a day of remembrance of those who have served before us and those who have died next to us. But soon in our futures, we will be the past. And Memorial Day will be a day to remember all of us watching this video. For if you raised your hand to solemnly swear to the United States that you were willing to take a bullet for this country, whether you did or not, Memorial Day is also about you.
Like many of you, I lost people while I was in service. And even when I got out, I heard of people I served with who passed away. It's always unfortunate, but honestly, it's what we sign up for. It's a thing we understand could be one of the consequences of our service, and we accept that. And that's what makes us special.
War is horrible, but has always been here and always will, because there are those who want total control of the people. Our military is our only protection, and in the process, many will die or live with horrible memories. That is why we need to honor and remember those who served and gave their all.
But, like all of you, we are limited this year because of the COVID crisis.
The world has changed with the pandemic.
Presently, we are in a time where the ultimate sacrifices are being made by those who wear a different uniform in our country.
This pandemic has made us all socially distant.
Many of our heroes from all generations are secluded to their homes. Many cemeteries will not be open for public visitation. And many public places where veterans typically gather for camaraderie and to take a little of that edge off, those will also be closed.
This is the first time in over 50 years I will not be able to go out to the San Bruno National Cemetery to pay my respects to the veterans and also to my father, United States Army, and my son, United States Navy.
Normally I would be out riding with a lot of my fellow veterans on what's called Run for the Wall, from San Bernardino to Washington, D.C. to the Vietnam Memorial Wall, paying tribute and riding for those who can no longer ride, the POWs, the MIAs, and those disabled that we support here at the DAV.
We may not be able to gather today as we traditionally would at veteran cemeteries, parks, or parades. This is why it's important to promote and bring light to this Memorial Day.
This COVID crisis is something that is unprecedented. It has created record unemployment since World War II and the Great Depression even. So I know this is probably reaching many of you at a difficult time. You're used to being out, you're used to being social, and now you've spent several months inside being isolated and feeling isolated. Just know that as a department, we are here for you. Anytime you want to reach out, you can contact any of us. You are not alone. You may be by yourself. You may be isolated physically, but we are a team. We are a unit. We are DAV California.
Please take a moment to remember.
Remember, during this time, though, working together with friends, neighbors, veteran groups, and entire communities, we can ensure that the sacrifices made by our nation's finest and bravest never go unappreciated, and that their memories are never, ever forgotten.
But we thought it was important that we reach out and say thank you for your service.
Semper Fi.
Thank you.
Let's give thanks.
I want to say thank you.
I am so grateful for your service.
Thank you to your loved ones and your family for allowing you to serve.
And I salute each and every one of you.
So in remembrance of all the fallen heroes of the past on this Memorial Day, I hope that all of you reach out to the veterans that you served with just to let them know that they too will forever be remembered.
Never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice to defend our freedoms and way of life in this country. Honor them, tell their stories, and keep their spirit of bravery alive. Please stay healthy, protect yourselves and your loved ones. We will get through this together and prosper on the other side. Thank you.
Rest in peace, my brothers and sisters. You will not be forgotten.